go live from one of those.
All right.
No, because it'll take away from your broadcast.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
All right.
Go ahead. Make this happen.
We only have one life to live. We only have one life to live. We only have one life to live. And we are the living. Don't even strive on negative vibe. But you won't make it no matter what they say. You should always try to live a positive life anyway. We only have one life to live, and we are the living. Don't even strive on negative life. You won't make it. No.
All right, girl. Hold on a second. Hold on.
We should always try to live a positive life anyway. We all know time is running out every day.
Let me make sure the people can hear me. If you can hear me, people that's coming on, please press 1 if you can hear me clearly.
To confess that we all should try to live our life
The best way that we can. So I know we only have one life to live. And we have to live it. Don't even strive on negative vibes. But you won't make it.
You should always try to live a positive life anyway.
All right. Worldwide Web, we are lit. We are lit up. I am in the mother flipping building with my sister. When it's me and the Empress of a Million Dynasties, like I described on Instagram, man. We on YouTube, going to Zoom. We going back. We going back because a lot of stuff we've done in the past. We've worked in a lot of stuff, and we're doing it again and again and again. And of course, this young lady, this old soul is gonna be in the building. Will be in the building this coming Sunday. And not only will she be speaking, she'll be providing that great food from the Drop Squad kitchen. Woo! Lord have mercy. So let me let everybody know, first of all, let's promote what I got to promote. First of all, this weekend is going to be, we just had a great conference over here with Brother Reese and the crew. But this weekend coming up, I got 2 events. One I'm actually speaking at events, of course, on November the 9th. November the 9th, I will be speaking at the Turn Your Social Media Followers into Money. But I will be speaking on the depth of handling how the numbers work, how we going into this 2020 and beyond. But I'll be speaking with the young entrepreneur. King Na will be in the building. Ash Cash, who is an entrepreneur in money and business, will be in the building. Brother Quasi will be in the building, and we will be at the Alhambra Ballroom. The Alhambra Ballroom is located at 1216 Adam Clayton Powell Jr. Boulevard in New York City, right across from the Adam Clayton Powell building. That's right, State Building. And remember, if you want to get those tickets for that for Saturday, November the 9th, that's from 2 to 6 p.m. You want to get those tickets, make sure you go to secondbusinessexpo.eventbrite.com. That's secondbusinessexpo.eventbrite.com. Vending is available, so make sure you give Brother Quasi a well-deserved call at 347-496-2390. That's 347-496-2390. But the day after that, we're going to set it off. I have on November the 10th, I got some great people that's coming in. And of course, the premise and the theme of this event is called Health, Wealth, Love, Spirituality, and Mathematical Thinking into the Future. with, of course, the guest stars will be KT the Arch Degree and his beloved wife, the Oracle, Mancho and Nawasha from the Acoma House Initiative. Of course, they created the Acoma House Initiative, a substitute for so-called quote-unquote Valentine's Day. But they're not celebrating one day. It's 7 days of love with them. It's all about 7 days of love. And the person that I'm talking with today, I'm in love with her for a long time. Of course, her name, she's going to be one of the main speakers, and her name is the Abundance Child. And anytime she comes with the abundance. And also Joshua Sarah will be speaking, extraordinary poet and mathematician. And we got a special cool news report by my girl, our good friend, Narubi Sila. Matter of fact, we have a picture with myself, Narubi Sila, and of course, Abundance Child. And who else was there with us? I think Nene Ali was there with us in that picture back in the day.
Squad.
That's right. That was back in the day at Drop Squad Kitchen when you was making all them transitions and doing all your things. Of course, live performance by Pharaoh Rising from the Nuwapian Nation and Modesty. She's also both conscious artists doing their thing. It's all happening at St. Francis College. That's 180 Remsen Street, right downtown Brooklyn off of Court Street. Come on out. Doors open at 1 p.m. The event starts at 2, and we start on time. I don't be playing with it because I got to get out of there on time because somebody else's venue, but it's going to be a college with a 30-foot screen, projection, all of that. So it's going to be hot and ready. So we have with us one of my dearest and realest friends. I mean, she's so dear and real that one time I had a dream about her and she said, yo, I got your back in the dream. I was like, God damn, girl, it's in my dreams. so it is what it is. Abundance Child is in the building. What's up, Abundance Child? Gotta put on the applause button in. Gotta put that applause button in. Oh, Abundance Child in the building. Oh my God. What's up, girl?
Everything is up. Everything is up.
Oh man.
Like, so good.
It's wonderful, wonderful to see you via, of course, this screen. It's wonderful to see. Hey, you know, got to get the.
This is the bomb.
I had to get the applause. No, and look, we've gone a long way from Blog Talk.
You are my teacher, yo.
And you're my teacher, my dear. Believe me, you're my social media teacher. You really got me connected to Facebook, and you know me. I'm just radio and do what I do. You know. How you feeling today, man? How you feeling?
Man, I'm just in the heights right now, you know, like I'm feeling the rewards of so much work, so much sacrifice. I'm feeling the love, and I'm starting to see the patterns in my life, the numbers, the years, and how every time during certain seasons I go through things. But now I realize I have certain tools and resources that allow me to really recognize, like, wait a minute. I understand what it means to be patient. I understand why I was supposed to be calm. Because when the Most High says you're going to get something and you're going to receive something and you use your gift, you just got to go through it. But you have to be patient and understand it's going to come. And the reason why sometimes doors are closed is because you weren't patient.
That's right. That's right. When patience is not there. Patience is not there. I mean, look, it takes patience to have a baby. You gotta wait that 9 months. You gotta wait. And nature is patient, and nature still gets everything done.
Yeah, they say patience is the father of good character.
Woo! Lord have mercy, girl. I love that. You heard, say that quote again. Say that quote again, please.
Patience is the father of good character.
Man, you hear that? You hear that, family? She coming with this wisdom. Now, we go back. I don't know. We go back to when I first. Say that again. Say that again.
MySpace.
Yeah. Yo,
we did our space.
Our space back. Word, MySpace. Lord have mercy, but then it back planet.
Right.
I know. But look, let me tell you something. I was intrigued with this lady and this beautiful sister, this empress, when I seen her at the National Black Theater. And she spoke out. I think she came before the audience and she was talking about them kidnapping her children. And yo, I was like, my mouth was dropped. I'm like, whoa. And she was dropping all this knowledge and breaking all this down. And I said, whoa. I said, I got up and went behind. I said, yo, we got to connect.
You absolutely did.
Look, when I'm after something, I want to make something happen, I'm going to make it happen. And I think what we did, the first thing was a panel discussion, right? You joined the panel discussion, right? I think that was the
Beautiful
first thing.
Asia, I
Yes,
believe Rose
Asia.
Mariah,
Yes,
Sister
yes.
Honey, Dark Honey.
Right, and Ginger, I think Aton's wife, I think also was a part of that, if I'm not
Oh,
mistaken.
amazing.
Yeah, Ginger from yeah, that was Aton's wife. That was part of it, and somebody else. But I know we had a great, and I haven't seen Free Honey Talk in a while. CH, I connect with her every now on Instagram, but yeah, her birthday just passed in October, so it is what it is. Hey, wait a minute, isn't somebody's birthday coming up or passed just recently in your side?
Tower.
Yeah, yes. That's right. And what?
24.
What, is she 24 now?
Yes.
Go ahead, girl. Go ahead. But when is your mom's birthday?
November 8th.
8th is coming up. Yes, and I think one of your brother's birthdays coming up, right?
November 29th.
Yes, that's right. I see. I'm remembering. I'm recalling.
I love your mind. Amazing.
Hey, but you know, we go back even to Blog Talk. Now, a lot of people don't know that you were the feminine energy that launched off a lot of these guys that's doing Blog Talk, that's doing fabulous, fantastic things today. We had a lot of people on that Blog Talk, from the late great Dr. Sabi. I think did we get to do Dick Gregory back in the day? Dick Gregory, right?
Gregory,
Yeah, Polite. We had
Dr. Delbert Blair,
Blair,
Dr.
Phil.
Fulcrum,
That's
Dr.
right.
Valentine.
That's right. We had what we had Brother Polite. We had Red Pill and Blue Pill before they launched off their thing. Man,
Umar Johnson.
Yes, Umar Johnson.
I even had Frances Cress Wilson.
Yes,
I did videos with her.
Yes.
Just so blessed.
Yes.
Like even some of those historians. Oh, it's a shame. Renuka Rashidi.
Yes, right. You had Taj Tariq Bey on there. You've had Raz.
Diane,
Delamere.
Yeah. You know, my favorites like Dr. Aline Bey, Era, Chief Nine Now, Washita, like you know, all the Moors, like whether it was Moorish Holy Temple of Science, Moorish Science Temple of America, Moorish National Republic, Elihu Pleasant Bay. I had everybody because a Mexamore Empire.
Yes.
I went hard.
Yeah, you went hard on the pavement, girl. You went hard on the pavement. But that's what a Pisces number 17 does. They go hard on the pavement when it's time. They make it happen. And that's the important, and that's what I wanted to talk about. Your dedication, or livocation, like the rest of them would say, your livocation to wanting to uplift your fallen humanity, so to speak, because we have fallen in many levels. On many levels, we've fallen, and I want to say, if I haven't said it, I am very proud of you and how you've grown and elevated over the years that I've known you. And you know, I remember when we was on the line with Dr. Sabi, the late one, the great one, and he had mentioned this Bilingo project he wanted to do. You remember that?
Yes.
And you
project.
Yes, the Bilingo, that means love project. And you really took your mom
serious.
You took it serious. You took your mom and stepdad's old shop, and you took that to the serious when he said, yo, he wants vegan shops with alkaline food all over the United States. You took it serious. Yeah, and that's what Sabi loved you for that. And I can attest that Sabi loved. Even you had your own private conversations, but I've been on a few phones when I know you, and then you'll call me and tell me, yo, I just spoke about Sabi. He's running.
Get mad. Like, why you not calling me, girl?
Exactly. He wants you to call her.
I'd be like, I'm busy trying to do Drop Squad. Like,
exactly. Yeah, and let's start with there, because your family business prior to that was Molly. Right? Yeah. Molly's Ice Cream, it was all, or what was it called at that time?
Molly's Ice Cream.
Right, Molly's Ice Cream. And then they turned over this beautiful space, not right off of the water, man. Y'all go to Delaware, let me tell y'all something. Y'all got to go to Wilmington, Delaware. What's the address, beautiful? What's the address?
928 North Justison Street, Wilmington, Delaware, 19801.
That's right, 928 North Justison Street. You got to go there and get your food. And I see you got the Abundance Burger. When I seen
Making them
that, I
right
said,
now. I'm making them right now as we speak.
man, when I seen that, look, I was in Indianapolis and Dr. Africa's wife took me to go get this Impossible Burger. And I'm like, what the heck is this?
Why would you do
I
that?
was like, yeah, I'm just saying, she said, hey, it's supposed to be vegan. That's what she said. I think Fridays, what is that? Because Dr. Africa don't eat none of that places. But
Oh, Fridays, yeah, they have the Beyond Meat
the
burger.
Beyond Burger,
I
the
can tell
Beyond Burger.
people where everything is. Yeah.
Yeah, the Beyond Burger. Yeah, not the Impossible. She took me to Beyond Burger, but she goes there and she took me there and I took it out. I said, it's all right, but I've tasted a burger from over your spot prior to that. That you got. I mean, I tasted your Garvey food. I tasted all different types of names you got for this.
The Garvey, the Marley.
Garvey, the
Wait
Marley.
till I'm bringing out the Sabi.
What? You bring it out to see me? You gonna bring it out there this weekend? Because everybody gonna love that.
I'm thinking about it, yeah.
Hey,
But
look,
you know me, I like to perfect stuff before I
yeah,
launch it.
first. That's first.
But
Yeah,
it will
that's
be good to try it on the people, you know?
yeah. And people that's just tuning in, if you don't know who this sister is, I know she used to have her locks. She had the bald head before.
Oh God,
She's gone through her
don't remind
transition.
me.
But a lot of people
Ah,
remember sometimes around me was that back in the day was a lot. She had on her locks and doing her thing. And let me tell you, this is the one, the only abundance child in the building, and she will
Ashe.
be at the event November the 10th, dropping that wisdom on not only health, wealth, but also love and spirituality, and thinking on that mathematical level, because business is all about the health, the wealth, and the love for it, and the spiritual background that she has to put beyond it. And it's also mathematical thinking, because numbers don't lie. And that's why she's in the business, because numbers gotta add up if you're gonna do this business. I understand that. So that's why I chose her to be at my 24th celebration in promotion professionally, and promotion and production. But I've been doing it really for 40 years, since I was 12. But professionally, that's when I got in the field at SOP. So I'm so happy to have her. Now, Abundance, man, let me tell you, I was gonna write notes, but I said, you know what? I just got to flow with Abundance. I can't do this note stuff.
Right.
I just can't do this note stuff. Let's take us back to the beginning of Abundance Child, man. Who is Abundance Child? Please tell the world, please.
Abundance child is a child of abundance. You know, in order to get on the grid when you pray, you can't use the name that you made up for yourself or somebody named you.
Right.
You gotta come with the name that you chose to have in this lifetime to
Mhm.
complete the errand of your ancestors, your Egun. So to get on the grid, I have to say Tamiko and
Mm.
the entire name. And during MySpace time, I just remember I was working with Jamaican Dave at the time. He was my
Yes,
mentor,
yes, yes.
and I was the head of his street promotions for the Northeast, and we put together the shows of all these major artists. So I mentored with him, and I remember at the time MySpace was making its presence in the universe as a
Mhm.
god, because social media is a god, and
Yes.
everything has its own ori. Everything is a god. So I knew it. I felt it in my bones. I was like, now this is where you surpass your teacher sometimes.
Right.
He wasn't taking advantage of it. And I was like, man, he be spending buku budget on flyers and
Flyers.
street
Hmm.
team and
Yeah.
he shows, but the social media is free.
Hmm.
And I was like, yo, I don't want to come on there as my government, because that's how we talked back then, the
Right,
government
right,
thing,
right,
right?
right, right, right.
I was like, I don't want to be on there as Tamiko. I was like, let me look up my name. My parents were stationed in Okinawa. They called me Tamiko. I
Right.
looked it up. I was like, Tamiko means abundance child. I said, oh my God, that's
Mm.
me. Like I felt it right here. I was like, that's me. I'm the one and only abundance child. Abundance child at Hotmail, abundance child at AOL, abundance child at Yahoo, abundance child at everything. And
Mm.
when I made that MySpace page, I took it seriously. It was an opportunity for me to just be the best version of myself. I could speak out. I could be loud. Because y'all know I like to be loud. I don't
Yes.
give a flying, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So MySpace allowed me to just talk, 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 chat, chat,
Hmm.
chat, 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 and be meeting people. That's when I met King Noble. Him and a lot of people
That's
don't
right.
fuck with King Noble, but that's my dude. That's my
Right.
boy.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right. Right. Right.
That's where I first met him. That's where I first met a lot of the Moors, and I wasn't even on that type time.
Hmm.
But because it was MySpace, it allowed you access to information that you would have never got, right?
Right.
So I found out about this more science and I went ham with it. Like
Hmm.
it was no return for me. I was like, what the fuck you mean we from America? What you mean we Aboriginal indigenous? What you mean like these laws ain't laws, these are legalities, these are codes, these are statutes, this ain't real, this is fiction, this is the matrix. I took this thing so serious that my first contract,
Hmm.
the page called Common Sense Consulting, my
Yes.
first contract was Sophia the Stewart from the Matrix.
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
Right. That's right.
no, you couldn't tell me nothing. I
Hmm.
knew from that point the ability to be able to connect with people from around the world, to send
Yes.
emails, and to be able to go live. So then I started this show called Wake Up Wednesdays, where I was telling people how I was demonstrating using this more science.
Hmm.
Because I hooked up with this brother from Collective Parliament, Neb, and we was doing people's paperwork and stuff like that. So the internet allowed us to see electronic flyers. I'm like, what? The Moors are going to be in Delaware. You know, I keep hearing about this guy named Taj Tariq Bey because I had been studying this sister Renita
Right.
Bell Bay, Queen
Right.
Valhara. And
Right.
I was like, yo, I'm going to be the new her. Like I literally modeled the way I talked, the way I studied. I was like, yo, I want to be better than her.
Hmm.
I'm gonna be like the conscious Oprah, right? These are
Yes.
all the things that I put in my head that I thought was possible because I saw this God that people started worshiping called social media.
Mm.
And I went right into it and I was like, I am a child of social media. I am a abundance child, matter of fact. Like I had a huge, can you imagine having thousands of followers, like
Yep.
hundreds of thousands of followers on MySpace?
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
was like, MySpace was getting dead. So I started hitting up all the Ning sites, right?
Yes. Right.
And from Ning, I started meeting more people. That's when I met, can you believe that's where I met Red Pill? Red
Yes.
Pill was talking about, you need to come over to my group. We're doing poetry. You know what I mean? Poetry. Can you believe it? I was
Hmm.
like, fuck, I ain't into poetry no more. I was already doing Throw Thursdays. I was like, I'm putting the hip hop thing aside. I want to be an ambassador for the people and talk about our rights, our indigenous rights. I can't believe they stole us. Not only were some of us stolen from Africa, but they literally stole us. We over here,
Right.
like, okay. So social media, I just feel like blew me up, but
Yes. Yes.
not the way we see millennials doing, so-called millennials doing it now. Like they just playing anything out there and getting these millions of followers. I mean, I had my heart and soul invested to this. I really felt like I really felt like I was Harriet Tubman. I even used this as a theme for my show
Mm.
in the
Mm.
Underground Railroad. I used to have flyers talking about I never ran my train off the track and I never lost not
That's
one
right.
passenger doing the Morris Science. I was from
That's
that
right.
area, Delaware, Maryland, Virginia. Like I am the new Harriet Tubman, right?
That's
But
right.
we don't have to use like the physicality of it now. We could use the internet, the social media, the energy, the energy,
Yes.
the
Yes.
energy. And next thing you know, because I stayed true to that mission, like I am going to be abundance child great. I'm going to be abundance child, the alternate currency, abundance child live, abundance child worldwide. Matter of fact, ask abundance.
Yeah.
I was like, that's what I'm going to do because I just thought I knew so much. And what happens is when I, just by staying focused,
Right.
I started magnetizing people like you. See what happened? I was doing that collective parliament thing, and I heard Taj Tariq Bey speak, and he was like, "Y'all don't need to do these UCCs." And it's deep because I never did a UCC for myself. I was doing them for people like Lord Abba, Cheyenne the
Yeah.
Liberator,
Yeah.
all these brand names. I did all these people's paperwork, right?
Right.
And Taj Tariq Bey was one of the people. Cheyenne and Illamir was like, yo, that shit's whack what you doing. You need to come over to our side. And I did. That was the Aboriginal law firm days.
Right.
But it was Taj Tariq Bey that was like, yo, I don't know who you are,
Mm.
but you need to be on stage. And he invited me to be
Yep.
on a panel. Like my first time ever doing anything on a public domain in the so-called conscious community. I was on a panel where Africa Bambaataa was in the
Yep.
building. Yo, he was in Drop Squad Kitchen the other day, yesterday, by the way. He came down.
What?
Sister Sakina. Yeah, he literally
Oh,
just showed up in my shop. It was like,
whoa.
yo, I want a fife dog. I'm like, all right, Baba, yes, you know. I don't give a fuck about all that other stuff either way because
Right,
I believe
right,
we need grace with each other.
right,
All of us have done some shit that's in the closet. You know what I mean?
right,
So let's get them because ain't nobody can take away what he's done for hip hop.
right.
So let me just get that out the way. But yeah, the fact that this brother stepped in my building and the
Mm.
first time for me to be on a world stage, I was on a panel with Africa Bambaataa, Taj Tariq Bey,
Yes,
Master somebody.
right.
Um,
TC Islam was with us.
yeah.
That's right.
And Dr. Ali Muhammad
Yes,
and
yes,
shut it,
yes. I was there.
yo,
I was there.
right. And I mean, it was just like, okay, dreams do come true. It's all about your thought. So
Right.
I literally started believing the shit that was coming out of my mouth because it came out of my brain first. I
Yeah.
really was like, if you think it, you can achieve it, because this was stuff was just really happening to me. How did I go from the little girl being born on Dover Air Force Base, like, oh my God, you know, yeah, I go to Ursuline. I want to be the Supreme Court Justice of the United States. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was me. To being on this world stage among brown people that were fighting for something, whether it was through hip hop, whether it was through
Right.
food, you know, 'cause
Hmm.
when I met Polite, he wasn't talking about none of the stuff he's talking about now. He was on the food tip, talking
He's
about
on the
picking
food.
up Dr. Sabi.
Yes, yes.
But
I had his book.
that was the secret that was brewing inside of me that nobody knew about.
Right.
Because I've always been a low-key hater of people, you know what I mean?
Right.
So not because like a true hater in that sense, a hater I'm like, my food tastes better, but nobody know it because you know, let me get this shine. And right now it looks like my lane is more science, but I
Right.
would go home and make fried mushrooms better, kale salad better. You know what I mean? It's just a different type of energy that was
Right.
in.
Right.
I
Right.
didn't know that there was this gift in me that was brewing, right?
Right. Right. Right.
So yeah, that's how it all started. It started out with Taj Tariq Bey
Uh,
inviting me to be on his panel, which invited me to another time to come speak, which is when I met you in the flesh.
yes.
And that
Yes.
changed my life.
Oh man, it was a fantastic meeting, man. You changed my life just by what you said.
Wow.
Because it brought tears to my eyes just thinking about my children getting taken away from me. You know, that just was like crazy. When you said that, I was like, whoa, how that goes. And then you broke it down how you got them back, how you brought them back. I'm like, how you got, and you put in the paperwork and did what you got to do. And this is one of the sisters I tell everybody, this is one of the sisters I've seen put in that work and actually did the work and got her children back from out of this
Real,
crazy system, you know?
real.
And, even going through
For
that,
the record, on the record, you can't take it away
that
from me.
that's right, for the record, on the record. How did, when you went through that, I mean, you could briefly say, because I know how everybody would feel,
That was
especially,
the start of my depression amongst our people. Because
okay,
remember, even before that, there's always a story before a story. I got out of
right,
Delaware. I got out of this bougie kind of existence that black people made me feel. I was always the white girl. Oh, you go to Ursuline. Oh, you got this. Oh, you're living a life of privilege. You out there living out there where like Biden and them live. I
right,
didn't know nothing about that. This is just how I was raised, right?
right,
And it really hurt me that people always call me white girl because I never felt like no damn white girl. I didn't feel like them. I didn't smell like them. I didn't think like them. I
right,
didn't want to look like them. In fact, I had started growing natural before I even went away to college. So
mm,
when I finally went away, turned down these majority European schools because I wanted to go to historically black school. I
mm,
actually wanted to go to Spelman and I got rejected by Spelman. That
mm,
hurt a lot. So
yes,
I ended up going to Clark Atlanta. Because it's like, how do you get in Ivy League schools but then get rejected by your own people at our Ivy League? So again, like I said, that started what I thought was depression. I could talk about that later. What I
right,
found out, it wasn't depression, it's something else. Um, I literally got catapulted into this conscious community down there that ate, slept, and drank
mm,
everything that we broadcasted. And my spiritual mother at the time, the person who was my wisdom teacher, is who we know to be Tassili of Raw
right,
Reality.
right,
She
yes,
was
yes,
my housemate. I was in school. I used to babysit her children. She used to be
wow,
in there just cooking up stuff. And I'm like, yo, I could do this. I could be vegan, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Her mate at the time is Baba Nasi, Baba G. He wears all the purple, makes all the jewelry and
Right,
everything.
right, right.
The amazing Vida family, I used to train martial arts with them. So can you
Yes.
imagine being from Wilmington, Delaware, born in, living in a place that's a higher socioeconomic status,
Mm-hmm.
and you never see, like, we're always the only people, brown people in the neighborhoods in my school. And for me to go down there and I'm seeing people with way higher socioeconomic status that are brown, but that
Mm-hmm.
have natural hair, that only eat vegan,
Mm-hmm.
I'm in love. Like, I'm done. Like, it changed me, right? I found out about polyamory, polygyny, and all that stuff down there.
Mm-hmm.
That was my first time coming into Islam, whether it was Nation of Islam, Nation of Gods and Earth,
Mm-hmm.
Sunni Islam. Then I went to Rasta. Then I went to Hebrew Israelite. Then I went to Holy Tablet. I was just like trying to get every
Learn everything.
side of the story that I could. I joined All African People's Revolutionary Party. I was a cadre, Stokely Carmichael. We know
Yes.
Kwame Ture started that.
Right.
I was working for Workers Vanguard, a communist organization, handing out, because the white people, the Europeans, so-called white people, the ones that were handing out all the flyers for Mumia Abu Jamal. So I
Right.
was
Right.
doing all this work, doing children's breakfast table for students for African American empowerment. Like, I was a real activist back then. I had the shaved head, so I was
Yep.
already cute. I had my Oshun going on. I didn't even know about Oshun working through me at this time. I was just
Exactly.
open, having sex with everybody because I was like, yo, this is fun. My parents did it. You know what I'm saying? Had my first baby at 19. No, I'm
That's
serious.
deep. No, I
You
know.
know
I
what
know the
I mean?
story.
Like,
I know. I remember. I
my
remember you
mom was
telling
bringing your fresh tail back home to Delaware.
me.
I
Mm.
had to go to Delaware State. Then I just kept staying around the conscious communities wherever
Yes.
I went. So
Yes.
that's the story behind the story. So, but I still had my foundation
Right.
of being around Sister Sahuel, Orael, Taisili Ma'at. Dr. Jewel Pookrum was even had showed up to my house one time and Dr. Khalid Muhammad, because I guess he was like dating Taisili at the time.
Right.
I
Right. Right.
didn't
Right.
know
Right.
that all these people would be people that later on would be like the YouTube gurus and that we would be dying.
Right.
Bobby Hemmett.
Bobby
I was
Hemmett.
at his lectures all the time. I'm supposed to be in class. My mom was like, I did not send you down there to be at no Bobby Hemmett lecture. What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, I was at every Bobby Hemmett lecture. I have the notebooks from every single thing. So
Right.
imagine all this going to my brain at 18, 19, coming back to Delaware, and they're like, she's weird. You're weird. What do you mean you're vegan? Why is your head bald? You had such beautiful hair. Like, what do you mean you're into E5? What is Yoruba? You know,
How it is.
yeah, so by the time MySpace came around, I felt like that was the only place I could be myself, King Simon,
That's right. That's
online.
right. Well,
So I get it, how people flourish online. But the thing is that's really who I am. It's who I present myself online. That's really me.
that's right. That's right.
And I think that's why my brand, although I don't have the numbers that I used to have, I
Mhm.
feel like my numbers are more organic and authentic because you actually can come into a storefront and see the work in progress.
Right. You put in the work. That's right. And I tell people, look how much she just dropped. It just, yo, she just dropped so much. Y'all gonna have to listen back to this recording and get all what she said. That's why she's an old soul, which is so interesting in the study of numbers, being born under that 17. And I've said it before, that's the old soul legacy leaving energy. They suppose anything dealing with that 8, that's that old soul energy. It's sometimes karmic, so karma can come positive and negative, depending on that person, because it is the build and destroy number. So she built it. She could have destroyed herself, but it was important for
I
her
did
to
destroy
build.
myself.
Yeah, you had to go through destruction to manifest and build again, rebuild again. That's how it works.
That's right.
So it's a powerful thing. And remember November the 10th. Lord have mercy, I got to big up November the 10th again.
1110.
That's right. A lot of mercy.
A lot of
I'm telling you, family. And also, they just sent me a text from Temple University. Those that are in Philadelphia, I will be speaking at Temple University November the 14th.
I'll be there.
Yeah, please. They said I can invite anybody I want from 7 to 9 p.m. I'm breaking down holistic numerology at the self-discovery class. 6:30 p.m. doors open and 8 p.m. So I think it's absolutely free. They don't got no price over there. So it's going to be at Temple University at the Pan-African Studies
I'm so
Community
proud of
Education.
you, man.
Thank you. You know we're going to take this to a whole nother level. I'm
I
proud of
remember
us.
when I first met you, you was saying like, you kept saying like, this is my boy Lloyd Strainhorn, but yo, this is my passion, this is my thing. Like, even though that's my teacher, you used to say the same stuff that I say, be like, yo, but I know this. Like it's a download. Like you get a download. It's a gift. That's what I want to speak to people about on November 10th is how to use your godly ability to master everything.
Exactly. And that's what I want you to, because you have proven yourself over the years. I mean, she's
nothing yet.
And we still ain't finished. We still ain't finished. And she trains martial arts from one of the family members. Because I'm under Sanukas and she's under Vijitsu. Tell him, girl, tell him.
My grandmaster came into Drop Squad Kitchen and was like, listen here. You ain't been in class, I'm putting on this weight again, but it's all right. Like, you ain't been in class. He's like, get your butt in the class because listen, you need to be trained in the knife and the stick.
That's right.
You don't want nobody coming up in here. Get your butt in class. And then he told me, I want you to start teaching the sisters. Now, listen, you're a higher ranking belt now. You have the authority to start teaching the women. I was like, yes, this is what I always wanted to do. So I'm going to be training with Professor David now.
What? Professor David James?
No.
Oh, I'm getting ready to say. I thought you were going to be out here in New York. I thought you were going to be in New York.
Yeah, but in fact, the person who does my my African traveling market every Saturday, if y'all check the Drop Squad Kitchen post, I have an African traveling market that we do one Saturday out of the month. Right. He is Professor David James' student.
Get out of here.
The way I met him, he showed me a picture of him and Professor V, and I'm like, what the F? And he had ephod beads on. I was like, come on now.
It's one family. It's all of us connected. So Sanukas, of course, Moses Power was under Professor V and all that. So it's all a family, and that's why, rollouts are similar. That's all the moves are. It's just what it is. It's all one family.
It's a way of life. Like,
exactly.
Big ups to Athon Edwards because he really impressed upon me the need to be ready for anything. The need to be prepared. The need to have certain survival skills. And I train daily because I know a lot of our sisters do not.
That's right.
Now, at the expense of me even getting a husband, because it brings out a certain warrior in me.
Mm-hmm.
When I have been told over and over again by Shango himself that even though the husband that I will be attracting is not a Shango, he's an Ogun, I can't bring that Oya energy with Ogun. That Oya energy I have works well with Shango, but Shango likes new, shiny things, and Shango like too. You know what I mean? And as it is, based off of my Odu, I will always have to be the number one. It's hard to be the first wife. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So right now, my boy Shango, which is great for business, because if you have Shango on your side, you will always do well in business. So all my boys, like the Musas, those types of brothers, I see them, my martial arts professor, they come around and they feed me that Shango energy. Like, I'm not for dating Shangos anymore because, those are like my boys. Oya is the favorite wife of Shango. However, you always know that there's going to be a damsel in distress in Oshun somewhere in the building that will cause winds and hurricanes. You know what I mean?
That's right. It comes with a fire.
So what I was saying is that martial arts, I would like to learn it so well that the science of the martial arts, that I could bring out the art form with the women. Like my daughters and I, when we practice, we dance.
That's good.
That helps me soften it. So we could be in the club, but we're prepared.
Yes.
You know what I mean? They don't know what we doing. They just think we doing a dance, but we not. I'm really going to knock you what I'm saying?
While you dancing.
Right. Now, if somebody want to come up, somebody want to grab my purse.
That's right.
It's just going to be a arm throw or a hip throw.
That's right. Now, it's happened to me numerous times in the club. Exactly. I have survived the club. People don't know I don't drink, so I'm an MC with a microphone, which is a weapon to me.
So what You know, we're not prepared to leave the club. Like, we're not taking serious that
Exactly.
there are so many of us that have disappeared, and when they find us, there are no organs. Sex trafficking. Like, my
Yes.
children are beautiful, and both of
Yes.
my daughters are trained in jiu-jitsu. So
That's
we're
right.
not playing with this. So
That's right.
I take all these elements of nation building very seriously. Food,
Mhm.
shelter, clothing, transportation, communication, sex education.
Right.
All those things are necessary to building a nation.
Mm.
So I'm gifted with food.
Yes. Yes.
So it's not the thing that I was fighting against for so long, because I wanted to be like you. I wanted to be the MC. I'm in my element when we doing this.
That's right. That's right. That's
Most
right.
High said, if you be patient long enough and you do this, I will hand that to you in a way that you will never even imagine. That's why I'm saying I have some things up my sleeve. Y'all are going to be so proud of your
Mhm.
mama, of your sister, of your daughter, abundance child.
Right.
I'm telling you,
We
because
yes.
it is a dream come true when y'all about to see about what I'm about to do on an international stage. The
Mhm.
gift that the Most High has given me for being patient and enduring, making burger after burger after burger after rib after rib after rib after salad, working open to close 7 days a week.
Mm.
365, not being able to take vacations, not being
Right.
able to take time to have a date,
Right.
nothing.
Right.
And
Right.
saying that now it even came to me to use the food to help bring us together, because we have some amazing closed door conversations. I attract with my food brand
Mm.
some heavy hitters and
Mm.
nation building that are not even on, Facebook and whatnot. They're physically coming into the store saying, "Sister, I've been following you for years. I've seen what you was doing with King Simon and blah, 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 blah. I want to work with you. But how much do you need? What do you want?"
Mm.
That is a blessing for just being obedient.
Right. Right. Now, what's your website, Abundance? What's your website, real quick, please? Let
They're
me get
all
it going.
down right now because I'm not as smart. I mean, I'm not as swift as I used to be with the websites,
Okay.
abundancechild.com and
Okay.
dropsquadkitchen.com.
Drop Squad Kitchen. And the Instagram too? IG?
I'm Abundance Child and Drop Squad Kitchen on everything.
Okay, Abundance Challenge and Drop Squad Kitchen. You see now you just said something very key about you not being able to date and go out. Now, what do you say to women that are thriving to be entrepreneurs or are entrepreneurs and they just can't find that balance or not able to attract that balance
You're
as
not
far as
ready.
that's concerned?
You're not ready.
Ooh, there it is. You're not ready. You're
So
right.
what's gonna happen is, listen, like I said, I love all sides of the story. Christianity, Islam, all of that. I believe that the only true sin in life is that we don't trust nature. We don't trust God. We don't trust the Most High, Allah, Yahweh, whatever it is that we call our higher power. Because we don't trust God, we don't trust our higher power, we don't know who we are. So, therefore, as a woman, you knew at that point that that brother put his hands on you,
Mm,
that he wasn't right for you, but you was too busy caught up in your own lack of self, degradation, that you didn't want to be by yourself. You were afraid to be by yourself. You thought you was too fat. You didn't think you were pretty enough to get somebody else. I'm actually speaking from my own self. Um,
mm,
and you've seen me go through many relationships and,
yes.
and and know that they weren't the right thing, but I just endured because I was afraid what other people would think. Oh my
Hmm.
God, what is she going to think when she was with this one and now she's with that one? I didn't trust God, that God was actually preparing me for what it is that I actually contracted to have in this earth. We
Mm,
all have a contract.
yes, that's
And
right.
most of us don't have a contract to not be with somebody and to be fruitful and multiply. So that sin causes you to lust. That sin causes you to not trust yourself. That sin causes you to not be patient and not take time to develop
Mm,
yourself so you can attract exactly what you're made for.
mm, mm. Wow, that's some powerful stuff. And you're right. You're absolutely right. It goes both ways. It's a duality. Even men that are what they would call quote unquote alpha males that are doing the things. And sometimes you can't, it's hard to find that person that's gonna support you 1,000%, or y'all supporting each other 1,000%.
Because you
So
don't support yourself 1000%.
exactly.
That's too much work for somebody to be supporting what you don't even support.
That's true. You got to support your own, and those that are just tuning in, woo, we're speaking with the one, the only Abundance Child. That's her name, given to her by birth. Y'all don't even understand. So
And
she's
it's
supposed to
now of my company, and it's now my name on the record.
on the record. It's now her name on the record. So don't
It's
even
also
try.
my ministry.
Yep, that's
I'm
right.
throwing out some hints to y'all. Ecclesiastic.
We
You ain't
know
gonna tax me for what God gave me.
do what you're supposed to do. Let it all out. You got them deeply intuitive energies or spiritual energies you're working with. Keep on working them. You know what you're supposed to do. And it's still so much more to do. So this coming Sunday, family,
Yes.
beautiful Empress is gonna be in the flipping building. I can't wait till she touches this mic. Are you doing a PowerPoint, or are you just gonna talk? You know the PowerPoint, you're just gonna talk.
Just gonna talk.
All right, that's what I'm feeling too. I'm gonna do a PowerPoint.
If I do a PowerPoint, it's just gonna have all the food. It's gonna be an advertisement.
Yeah, let them out there. Let them mouths start being,
Right.
getting ready for your food.
Yeah.
And I just put all your social media connections on the feed here. And also remember, we got KT the Arts Green. Matter of fact, KT said he can't wait to taste your food. Him and his Empress could
Oh
have
my God.
because they live in Detroit now and all that.
KT is my hero.
And he's about to move to Georgia now, so that's his next move. So he can't wait to come and taste your food. Him and his wife, they're doing that. His wife is a Pisces also, so
I know. She's
Ooh,
amazing.
It's gonna be, I'm so
I
happy.
just give thanks that you give us the platform to be able to come together, because I feel like a lot of us are doing really great work, like not just online, but offline. And he's one of those people. I've been low-key following him through his brothers. Like there was never a show that he did that I wasn't tuned into. Like I didn't listen to every red pill, blue pill show, and they didn't listen to every one of mine. But there are certain things where we did support. And whenever KT was on the show, because I love movies.
Yes, he
and he used to just, I'm a sapiosexual. He used to just blow me fuck open. You know what I mean? And I used to be like, what the? You know what I'm saying? So.
KT is awesome with that movie decoding, man.
Right. But his knowledge of plants and herbs.
Yes. Yes. He was raised well.
Right.
Because like I said, I shouted him out when I was speaking to him and his wife on my YouTube channel. I said, I remember Ma telling us in the audience that all the family, she used to breastfeed KT also. She's not his biological mom, because they all worked together during that time. If Annette was busy, his beautiful mother, Mama Pill, was busy, the next wife or the wife will do the breastfeeding. That's how it worked. They worked it out. They made it happen. You know what I'm saying? So I'm so proud of what he's done and how he's done so many things. And as a matter of fact, I think his mom's might be in the building that day. She might, she might be in the building.
My mom might be in the building too.
Oh, get out of here!
My mama always support.
Yeah, she does come out. She has come out, and that's a beautiful thing, man. So. That's what that's what the premise I want to talk about also, is that you have kept it in the family. I mean, you actually train young people, you train your family, you train your young ladies, your beautiful young ladies, of course, Nana, Anana, and of course,
Mimi.
And you've trained them to help and also build business and also the responsibilities of business. What do you say about us as adults that need to train their children on how to deal with business? Because you've done it so well amongst the Drop Squad family. You know what I'm saying? Please.
Everything works in a circle. Like I know it's hard and we are comfortable, but nothing works. Even the numbers don't work in a linear fashion.
That's right.
You got 0 and you're going to go +1, +2, +3.
Exactly.
-1, -2. You know what I mean? You got the negative and the positive on both sides. So
exactly.
It's very important. I listen to my children in running my business, whether all the way down to the menu selection, to how the food tastes, how we present it on social media. A lot of that is Mimi posting on my social media.
Aquarius energy. Yes, right. I love that.
Come on now. Miara is deep into astrology and numerology. Miara is on her hands and knees on the mat every day.
What? Oh no, I gotta bring her on one day. I gotta bring her on.
Are you speaking? Oh shoot, are you speaking? Meg Bay, do you have a message for us? Should we run this special today, Egbe? Like,
What?
Egbe, we just want to thank you because a lot of us come here and we don't know our contracts. We need you to be helping us understand our contract, Egbe. Please do not make us be going to heaven faster than what our contract says. This is Miara and Anana. So what
What?
I'm saying is I'm prepared. I know damn well if anything happens to me tomorrow, my
Right.
children will be able to take over the business and my work will not be in vain, and that
Wow.
their wombs will be prepared because they will be calling my name as they hear us call out the names all the way to John Chavis in 1700, predating the American Revolution.
Mm-hmm.
My
Wow.
family is the Lumbee tribe of North Carolina and whatnot. We call out those names all the time. So they are trained not only to be running the business, they are trained to be, this thing is something they don't have to go get initiated.
Right,
Because
right.
they already have it because it's in their bloodline and their DNA. I already did that.
Right.
Because somebody in my lineage already did that. So we have the formulas and the mysteries to be able to use that spiritual technology. That's why it's important to be training the youth, because it's not about us. It's never been about us. It's always about the youth because we come through the youth. This is how our eternal life keeps going. Energy is real. And it is so beautiful to be melanated because our ancestors were able to take this energy and put it into a vessel as a human being, or put it into a pot where I could call on Oshun and be like, Mama, I need husband. What is it that I need to do? Take your butt to the water and wash. You know what I mean? You need to be working more with food then.
That's right.
Put your love into the food and everybody will follow you. You will have as much followers as there is hair. I'm like, what?
Wow.
So this is why it's important to be doing this stuff in front of your children and not sending them somewhere else to get trained. I am a major supporter of homeschooling, unschooling, not reporting to the United States. I'm a major supporter of not putting all types of cocktails into their bodies that are going to give them all types of diseases and sicknesses. I'm a supporter of us having the right to establish our own schools, our own government, our own religion, our own everything.
Wow. Hey, KT is on the line. He said hot fire, man. She said you ain't no joke. That's what he just said, KT.
And I'm not about just talking about it.
That's
like
right.
It's been hard. I've been doing it. I've been raising these children, not as a single parent, but I've been raising them, in a household with just me and the support of all the brothers that have helped me, Minister Inky, all, like real talk. Polite, everybody that my children were always at the lectures. That's how they were getting educated.
That's right.
They're listening right now.
That's right. I mean, big up to them, big up to mom, big up to all your family, of course, over there. Enough. I can't wait to see all of y'all again, because last time I was over there, we had a great old time. Had Sister Asma with us for her birthday, so it was a good time. So, but everybody that's tuning in, November the 10th, I'm not going to keep on long because, look, she's a wealth of information. A wealth of information. I'm waiting for her books to come out. I didn't say book.
Like to talk.
I didn't say book. I said books. But she is a walking book, but we got to leave something behind. That's why I'm leaving stuff behind. We got to leave things behind so these people, our children, can look at our legs and say, whoa, that's what dad did. That's what granddad did. That's what great dad did. That's what great mom did. That's what great grandmom did. Whoa, some historical stuff. So November the 10th, I need y'all in the building. That's right. It's going to be health, wealth, love. Like I said, although it's a 24th celebration, it's really not about me. It's about these brothers and sisters
about
that
equality,
are
sex,
that love. That's right. That's six. That's right. Deals with that equality, the balance, the truth, the justice, my art, love, all of that. The 2 represents compassion and balance. The 4 represents foundation, structure, discipline. That's what we're about. That's why I did it on the 26th. That's why I did it on the 10th. The 10th also represents that energy that's coming out, that Wheel of Fortune energy. That's what that number 10 represents in tarot numerology and Chaldean numerology. So we gonna make it happen that day. We opening that vortex that day with that love frequency, that love energy. Bringing in the couples, bringing in, of course, my beautiful abundance child that's coupled with her food and do what she got to do. And then my man, my brother, Joshua Sarah, coupled with the mathematics and his poetry that he's so extraordinarily good at, winning all types of competition. Then bringing in Pharaoh Rising and modesty. And of course, we can't forget Nairobi Sela. Coming in with that fire. She not even gonna perform. She's doing the cool news report. She gonna report about these goons in our damn midst. I love that, Ruby.
Me too. I remember when she talked about this years ago. She was like, "Abundance, we need to be doing something." And she
Exactly.
talked about us doing stuff like this, but we never followed through. So you
Yeah.
don't know what this means to me for her
Yes.
to be doing this report, and I'm going to be on the stage on the same time. Like, this is meant to be.
That's right.
I just feel like this is going to be a change that's going to happen on this 24th anniversary. And you mentioned something, and you said discipline, right?
Yes.
I've learned that with discipline, you turn your gifts into talents.
Yes. Right.
And with talent, that provides the currency that we all think that we need to go and like work a job or we work in a 9 to 5 to get. We don't understand that we are the currency. That's like I love being AC, the alternate currency, abundance child, you know? I am the currency because
Exactly.
I finally stopped being hard-headed and recognized my gift with the food and got disciplined in it and had to set aside all the blog talk radio and the lecture scene and all of that, which I missed dearly. And I was depressed for a long time because I would see other people that really just be talking. It's like they would read something and go spit it and have millions of followers. And I'm like, oh my God, but you ain't really living the life.
Exactly.
But you got followers. Like people are asking me, oh, did you hear about such and such? I'm like, oh my God. And again, would be hating because I didn't know how to balance, how to do Drop Squad Kitchen and Blog Talk. Why? Because I wasn't ready. So I had to stay focused, get disciplined, and now that gift, my godly ability to master everything, is now starting to make a name for itself and making money for itself. Where I actually retired from Drop Squad Kitchen, I don't make food no more.
That's right.
Like the children make all the food.
That's
the
right.
interns make all the food.
That's right. Hey, now you also got a thing. You also got a thing called Girls Society. Also, and now tell
Which
us
was
more about
launched by Ma'a
Yes.
and Queen
Yes.
Afua and
Queen
you.
Afua and myself. Right. I have the matter
Nicholas
of fact.
Brooklyn.
I have that. I gotta get you this book, of course, because I have it. I have it at the place. I have yours signed already. I got yours signed, so I have it for you. This is your pictures inside this book with
Oh,
that whole
God.
thing with Queen of Four, Ma, and ourselves on there when we did it at Nicholas Brooklyn downtown
People
at the
don't know
time.
how powerful that is. That event was that
Yes.
it seemed like I was all over the place, but now I understand there's nobody that works for Drop Squad Kitchen. Oh, wow. Look at
That's the
us.
picture. It's in the book.
Remember me?
Of course.
Crazy.
That's the picture.
But
Full of hair. You got a
like,
whole lot of hair there.
people can't work at Drop Squad Kitchen unless you are a member of my organization. And, that's a whole nother level of how we need to be building our entities. But you got to go through my rites of passage. I'm just not going to be letting you I feel like my brand is so good right now. Like you ain't going to mess it up. You have to be trained in home training. Right. When now, we're training when you see when people come in, they double A, right?
Yes.
It doesn't matter if I'm an initiated priestess or not. You need a double A because I'm your elder. So when you see I set and everybody, when they see you, King Simon, you got to make sure you help raise them up because they are being trained now to make sure they double A to their ancestors. We got to start instilling this in our children. We got to show them how to respect each other, right?
Exactly.
So now, that is the home training that I give on top of the home economics. So now you are prepared and ready to handle the food. And if you can do that, then I will pay you. And then if you can do that, now you can be an owner of the company. Because we ain't talking about keeping people employees. That's slaves. I ain't no slave master.
Right. That's right. So see,
that's what Girl Society is.
And that's what and that was you. I remember you. I know you used to tell me that you used to. Of course, you've been in the Girl Scouts, and that was your thing of creating an alternative to Girl Scout. Right. Is that correct?
Right.
Yes. And
I used to work for the Girl Scouts. I did the outreach programs. I'm like, this is crazy. I'm only getting paid $25,000 a year to write programs, go into our communities and put Girl Scouts on it. No, this is the Girl Society. I'm keeping all this dotes in myself. We have to have the courage to start doing those things.
Exactly. And I
get your training in there, but come out and give it back to the community way God gave it to you.
And that's why I'm so proud of you, sister, because you just keep on taking it up and being abundant that you are.
Gotcha.
I say. So once again, I'm not gonna keep you. I usually just do a simple hour, keep it moving, but I just want to just thank you very much for being a part of the event that's coming up. And
Thank you for inviting me.
hey, look, hey, you know how we do, sis. I told somebody if she lived in New York, she'll always be my food vendor. We will always be doing stuff. You know how we do.
And I don't vend no more.
Yeah, exactly. She don't vend anymore.
Yeah,
She don't have to do this. She's
yeah.
on another level. But I said, you know what? Everybody's wanting your food. I told no food vendors to call me for this.
I'm
You're the one
forcing
that got
people to come to Drop Squad Kitchen. Stop acting like you about it. Like, how you gonna be in New York and come from the South? Like, you had to pass through Delaware. It's
exactly.
very disappointing. I see all these people in New York and they went to DC, and I'm like, how did you miss Drop Squad Kitchen? I'm straight off the exit. Literally, you can walk off the exit.
Exactly.
So, like, stop talking about it. Be about it. Like,
Be
if you're
about it.
gonna support a sister, support a sister.
Exactly. And you got, I remember you put up something with Dr. Umar in there. I heard he passed through a time, a few
Because
times.
the school is literally right around the corner.
Exactly. So, that's what,
He
and
stays in
that's
Drop Squad Kitchen.
and that's what it's about. That's what it's about. Like I said, I'm proud of you. This coming Sunday, we're gonna turn it up, turn it out, no matter how many people show up, but we're gonna pack this place out as much as we can, or just fill it up as much as we can. And we're at this St. Francis College this coming Sunday. Get your tickets now. Advance tickets are on KingSimonProductions.eventbrite.com. KingSimonProductions.eventbrite.com. You could also pay via Cash App. That's King Simon. That's $ King Simon 3158. That's King Simon 3158 Cash App. Or you could go to www.paypal.me/King Simon. That's right. /King
I
Simon.
just need you to have KingSimonPresents.com, yo. Come on now.
Word, I know it. That's my
Like,
YouTube.
I've been telling you this forever, dude.
We had stop playing .org, yo. We had all
Why
of
is
that
it
going.
like $10,000 now? I'm gonna get it back.
No, isn't that crazy?
Remember, I had Tamiko.com. I just bought that for $2,500. I was like, oh no, y'all not getting that.
I'm
That's
not
me.
getting that. Yo,
I'm Tamiko.
a friend of mine used to have AIM, and AIM bought it off of him for $1 million.
Exactly. That's the whole business that we could be getting into, work from home. As much
Exactly.
ideas we have, why are we putting it on Facebook? Go get the damn domain.
Man.
You know?
Big up to Copper Mike. Copper Mike is gonna be in the building. Copper Mike will be
Gotcha.
vending. Yeah, he got his hats. He gonna have. Matter of fact, let me show one of the hats before. Hold on. Let me show the hat. Let me stop playing. My man, he makes this hat. I gotta show the hat. He makes this hat, of course. He makes this hat.
I've seen you. That's so dope.
Yeah, he makes he was out there with a spread today. He was out there last week at Brother Rich's Ascension Conference. He was out there with a spread. Man, so he gonna be there with his 2 tables doing his thing.
Two.
Yeah, he rented 2
He
tables.
coming up, yo.
Yeah, everybody said that. They said Copper Mike is coming up. He ain't joking no more.
I love
Exactly.
it.
But Blue Pill, he brought a spread of food over there. Because he got his cosmic kale and his
Right.
Blue Pill.
That's consistency, man. I can't wait for us to collab and that every Drop Squad Kitchen we have Cosmic Kale.
Yeah,
like,
man.
I'm so serious about this.
Man, and red, and they outfits are different, because I got old school Kings County outfits, and now their outfits are off the hook. And KT's products, everybody was bringing products.
Yeah, it's a dream come true, King Simon. You are a dream, come true maker.
Even the
Nana's over there like, Ashe.
I said, even the glasses I got on, KT is the one that recommended these blue blocker glasses. These are one of the ones I got. Dr. Africa
I got some.
Yeah. And then I got these from KT when he started big out, because I got 4 pairs of these different glasses just in case. So, but we are stepping it up, man, from what we used to do to what we're about to become. I don't even do flyers on the street no more that much.
That's crazy.
I hire people to do it. I have to. But I still cover all grounds. I ain't playing around with these people.
I love it. Oh
but look, beautiful. Thank you very much. I'm not gonna keep you. I know you got of course, prayers and meditation you got to do. I
You
know what it
already know.
is.
It's a commitment,
It's a
a
commitment.
responsibility.
That's right. Manifestation meditation. That's what I do nowadays.
Mhm.
Manifestation meditation. So I am honored. I can't wait to see you and the family. I'm honored that you're going to be a part of this celebration. I'm honored that you're going to provide the food. I'm just honored to know you, my sister. And thank you very much for being on this
Yes.
platform and enjoying me and enjoying what we do and what I got the King Simon background on the back here. You know
I
what I'm saying?
love it.
we, we there. You know what I'm saying?
Just copied off as a sister, but it's all good. No,
you know how we do.
I got the big old buttershaw
I
bears
know.
everywhere.
I know. I had to keep it moving.
Right.
Yeah.
I love it.
And I hope you do.
And I love you.
I love you. I hope you do come out for the Philadelphia one. I like to let everybody
November
know.
14th.
November 14th. Matter of fact, you remember November 14th, 2009? That's when we did Dr. Sabi. That is why I'm doing. I'm so that is my anniversary,
That's
really.
crazy.
That was the day we opened that vortex.
Oh my God.
That is the day we opened the vortex. That's why when they invited me last month, I said, ooh,
Wow.
they asked me to choose what day. And I said, they gave me one day and then they gave me another day. I said, I need that 14th. They gave me the 7th or the 14th. And I said, November 14th. That's the one. That's the vortex. That is the vortex.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to
You
cry.
got to keep that frequency going.
Yeah,
And you're one of those masterminds that help us to be able to do it.
I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry when I get on that stage. I mean, at the classroom, because it's a classroom setting. I think it holds like 50 to 100. Just to feel me out in that audience and feel that what I have to offer for their self-discovery class. And they met me at a Dr. Sabi. That couple met me at a Dr. Sabi tribute at Ma's place.
Wow.
And that's so funny. They don't even know, and I know they're watching now. They don't even know that day is when we brought Dr. Sabi. That's when Blue Pill and Red Pill, when Blue Pill launched his 7 Heavens. That's when a lot of people just came in at St. Anthony's Baptist Church back in those days.
Oh my God, yes.
So I'm going to cry when I get in front of them people because they don't understand. That's the vortex that set us off on another level on promotion.
You go ahead and cry because tears are Ebo. It's another form of sacrifice. Some say it's stronger than blood.
Yes, I'm tearing up right now. I'm tearing up now because and I gotta thank those people. I gotta thank that beautiful family. Matter of fact, her husband also is an author. I have his book. I did buy his apocalypse book, but her husband is also an author, and they are definitely a supporter of Dr. Sabi for years. And I just want to thank you again because you definitely, Dr. Sabi, has talked to you in your ears, and you just kept on going with it. All the people you've learned from, and everybody just heard all this. So y'all gonna have to listen to this over and over again because she just dropped the whole. That's right, Red Blue Pill. As a matter of fact, November 14th is Red and Blue Pill's born day. That's right. That is their birthday.
I can't take it right now.
That's right. And they're going to be out of town.
The alignment that we are all on. Like we're in alignment. We're right. We're doing what we're supposed to be doing.
That's right. They're on now. It's called Self-Discovery. That's right. The Self-Discovery class is ready for the Vortex uplift. They on right now. Big up to Vocal Print right now. Big up to y'all, family. Big up to y'all. Thank y'all very much. Abundance, I got to get on out of here, man.
I know.
I love you. I love you.
More.
And I got to shout out my books, of course. Numbers Are Simple. People Are Complicated. Get it on Amazon or Kindle or go to Dr. Africa's website. So when you do buy this book, you support the elder and you support me. That's how we do it. Also, this book is also produced and published by Dr. Africa this time. First, it was published by Polite. We did a whole remix. I did a whole remix to it. It's called No Promotion is Bad Promotion, and All Publicity is Good Publicity, like Eazy-E said back in the day. So that's also on the Dr. Africa's website also, or go to Amazon and Kindle. And also my last but not least, of course, I got 7 more to produce. Numbers Are Simple. Our Children's Health is Important book. It's also, you can order it for Dr. Africa wholesale if you want to sell it at your place. These books are all available for sale at your store, or my goodness, you can just buy it for yourself and study and read. It's all about health in there. And Abundance, I'm waiting for your books. I'm waiting for all your books. I can't wait.
You're going to be waiting.
I've been talking about it. How long I've been asking you about this? How long?
No. I got volumes and volumes. I guess I just need to start typing them up.
Let somebody else do it. Whatever you gotta do. Oh yeah, you she ain't letting that happen.
God, no. Oh God.
Yo, but guess who else was there at the conference? Ra Aku. He tore it up, man. He had,
Yo,
man, yo, he had a
I don't.
line full of people doing. I wasn't doing readings. So I told everybody Ra Aku was doing readings. Do
I
not come to
can't with
me.
Ra Aku. Oh
Yo,
my
he
God.
just celebrated the Earth Day on October 30th.
October 30th.
Same day as your daughter.
Yes.
Right. Same day as your daughter.
I have so many soulmates, man. Like
Yeah,
Raku, and you are
man.
definitely one of them. Like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
crazy.
So, yo, big up. I gotta get out of here. Yo, I love
I
you,
know.
brothers. I
Love
love
you
you. I love
more.
you. I love you. Take care. All right. You be
All
safe.
right.
All right. All right. Peace, peace,
Peace.
peace, peace. Let me play this song while she's going out. Let me play my song. You know how we do. Let's finish off the song. Brian, come on now. Where you at, kid? Come on now. I know you here. Where you at? You stop. I know I didn't turn you off. Turn you off? Oh, there you go. There you go. Turn it up.
No matter what they say, you should always try to live a positive life anyway. Oh, no.
Big up to Vonda. Big up to Vonda. What's up, Vonda? All right, I will see y'all there at Temple University. Temple University. Just want to remind everybody, I will be at Temple University on November the 14th from 7 to 9 p.m. breaking down holistic numerology, but it's going to be numeration. I'm going to look at numbers from all the different perspectives, how to use it to benefit you and take you to the next level. And if you want to find out more information about that, you can call 215-871-0736. That's 215-871-0736. Once again, 215-871-0136. That's going to be, we're going to be at the self-discovery class over there at Temple University. My first time speaking in a university like that, Temple University. Pan-African Studies Community Education Program. I'm going to show you how numerology is an African science. I'm going to even bring a few books to show you that there are Africans that counted. Europeans know this. That's why every so-called white numerologist or Indian numerologist, they always tell you Kemet, they tell you the darker hue places, they take the, especially the European, they always go back to Kemet or Chaldea or Samaria. So I'm going to touch on all of that, but we're going to focus on the numbers and how they can work to motivate you to be your very best, your highest and wisest, and do what you got to do in what you do and how you do, family. So Abundance Child, thank you so much. And everybody that was on this feed, no matter how many, because I know by the time this thing circulate within this week, it is. Also, Abundance Child is supposed to be on Brother Rich's show, so look out for that. I know Brother Rich is supposed to contact her, make sure she's on that show. And I believe Sonetta got to also make that link too. I know now that we're finished with the conference, we definitely gonna do Abundance Child. I think they're doing a whole panel on Brother Rich's show. So that's gonna be a whole panel of people. I think KT and I think Red Pill, Blue Pill, I think a whole. So I think they're gonna bring on Abundance Child. They might as well bring it back because that's like taking you back to the time when you bring all of them together on one page. So that's gonna be off the hook. All right, family. Don't forget, November 9th, I will be at the Alhambra Ballroom, of course, with Ash Cash, King Na, the 13-year-old entrepreneur, also special guest Opoto. He will be also the 10-year-old entrepreneur will also be there. And that's going to be at the Alhambra Ballroom on November the 9th. November the 9th, I will be one of the guest speakers. I will be one of the guest speakers. I think you can't see this. I got to tilt it a little. Let me make sure I tilt it a little so you might not be able to see that. But go to my Instagram, go to my Facebook, and you'll see all these. My Instagram, King Simon Productions, IG. You got to go to my Facebook and Instagram, and you get to see all of that. If you can't see it, I think I had to tilt it. I think it got worse by tilting it. let me change it up. I got worse by tilting it, but it is what it is. Like I said, that's going to be that's the second business expo, secondbusinessexpo.eventbrite.com. November 9th, I will be there. And also on November 10th, we will be there. That's right. KT's an arts degree. The Oracle is going to be there. Monstro and Nawasha, Abundance Child, Joshua Sarah, Narubi Sila, Pharaoh Rising, Modesty. We're going to blaze a fire, open up the vortex, and do what we got to do on November the 10th at St. Francis College. Get your tickets, 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 get your tickets. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be printing up this November 14th flyer, and I'm going to make sure I have this flyer out there on November 10th and November 9th. I'm going to have some of those flyers for those places because I'm going to be in Philadelphia. And remember, get your tickets at KingSimonProductions.eventbrite.com, KingSimonProductions.eventbrite.com. Or you can use Cash App, or you can use PayPal. Just text me at 347-496-1022. We will not be streaming on USA live stream. Forgive me for that promotion on the flyer, but we will not be streaming on USA live stream. If the link is good, I will be streaming on YouTube for a $10 donation, or I'll just be throwing up different clips of different speakers just briefly in the midst of everything, either on IG or on my YouTube page right here on King Simon Present. That might be just for free. But if I'm just doing clips, it's free. It's only gonna be like a half an hour break of 15, 20 minutes, and then I'm pulling out, and you gotta be there to be in it. Also, again, Philadelphia, I'm coming to Temple University for the first time as a numero vator. Coming, like my man E.T. It's your boy E.T. now. It's King Simon in the building. That's my slogan. King Simon in the building. That's right. That's where I'm going to be. Temple University. The address is 1509 Cecil B. Moore Avenue. That's 1509 Cecil B. Moore Avenue, second floor, Philadelphia, PA. That's 1509 Cecil B. Moore Avenue. That's second floor, Philadelphia, PA. We will be speaking at Temple University Pan-African Studies Community Education Program. That's November the 14th. That was the day back in 2009 when we had Dr. Sabi come in, and we opened up the vortex with Dr. Sabi. Polite and Dr. Sabi spoke. Also, Joel Benjamin was there. Also, Leonard Jeffries was there. Man, it was a powerful vortex that we opened. And don't forget, if you want to find out more information about Temple University, please go to 215. Please call 215-871-0736. I think it's absolutely free. So it might be I think it's a free event. So that's 215-871-0736. Limited seats. 215-871-0736. One more time, 215-871-0736. Bring your donations. We're gonna donate to that family that's producing this, because they are taking care of me. They're giving me a donation. And hey, I want to be able to give back to them. So if you can donate for them, it's beautiful. Bring it to them, give them a call, find out their PayPal, find out their Instagram, find out whatever, find out anything. Make sure you get in contact with Vonda and her husband, and they're going to do it. We're going to do it hot, all right? Have a great day, afternoon, or evening. Regardless of land, label, language, there's but one creator. And like Marcus Mosiah Garvey said, up you mighty nation, you could accomplish what you will, especially if you understand the mathematics of yourself. That's what I've learned to do through numbers. I want to thank all my great teachers, all of the great ones that has helped. And like I said, all my books is on Amazon and Kindle, so make sure you show love, support, and give back the love. And remember, it's all about circulation. It's not about spending, it's about circulating the funds, because the more you circulate it, the more it comes back to you. It's about circulating the funds. The more you circulate, it comes back to you. It's just like Tai Chi, yo. Just like Tai Chi. The more you circulate, it comes back to you. That's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? So I love you, and be safe. Peace. And yes. Out of here. We only have one life to live, and we have to live it. Don't even strive on negative vibes, because you won't make it no matter what they say. We should all strive to live a positive life anyway. Peace.